Monday is the day many people all across the country will celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But while King may no longer be with us, Fox 49 News reporter Mike Springer takes us to one local church that's keeping his dream alive.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
These are the immortal words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The words King spoke more than 4 decades ago in front of the Washington Monument during his I Have a Dream speech. Words some say continue to inspire them.
He was able to take the voices, to hear the voices of people who were suffering in an oppression, and turn those voices and that sound and that feeling into a movement that changed the world.
Tallahassee City Commissioner Nancy Miller was one of many who spoke during Bethel AME's 43rd annual celebration of King's birthday. Leon County Commissioner Bill Proctor was the keynote speaker. He drew parallels between the adversities and triumphs of King and those of President Barack Obama.
Obama is staging a one-man sit-in every time he walks into the Oval Office and acts as the chief commanding officer and sits down at his desk.
But for others, the key to helping King's legacy survive lies with the younger generation.
The biggest legacy is remembering Dr. King, right, to teach our young man the true Christian ways.
King's birthday is January 15th. He would have turned 84 years old this year.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is celebrated on the third Monday in January. It's been a federal holiday since 1986 and the only considered to be a national day of service. Well, the United States Army and Florida State Research Department are joining forces to tackle a big project. Fox 49 News reporter Elizabeth Nickerson shows us how the research can change athletic safety gear.
For centuries, combat headgear was a universal fit.
You would have helmets that would sort of fit an average person's head, an average person that they had previously done research for, but now you have such a wide variety of people.
Dr. Miar is part of a team of scholars from the Department of Scientific Computing who joined forces with the U.S. Army to conduct research to reconstruct battlefield helmets.
The standards that they use for fitting were based on databases collected in the 1970s from the Air Force Academy, which is probably not representative of the age, the gender, and the national origins of the people who are actually out in the population.
The head scanner provided by the Army creates a three-dimensional image to collect head measurements. The Army contracted the department to research ways to capture a person's head shape with just looking at their facial features.
One possibility would be nice if we could just take a picture of someone and say, this is the helmet that will fit you best. So that's sort of a bit of a long-term goal. And designing new helmets.
Slice and his team of scholars hope that this research could better improve motorcycle headgear.
If this research goes as planned, it's going to have great implications for not only Army helmets or protective helmets, but also safety helmets, protective helmets in general for sports or medicine.
The research will eventually be submitted to journals and will be presented at conferences, but it is classified until they finish and get approval from the Army.
The U.S. Army Natick Soldier Research Development Engineering Center funds the research and contracted the department. Now the department hopes that research can help benefit other departments within the university. Well, still to come on Fox 49 News at 10. Conference titles and a trip to the Super Bowl were up for grabs tonight in the NFL. We'll show you how some Falcons fans handled their upset. But first, let's check in with Lindsay Day for a preview of our forecast. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Denej, and good evening, everyone. We are getting chilly in the capital city tonight, sitting at 48 degrees right now. But what we're going to look towards is the north because we have some cooler temperatures, and these are going to be headed this way within the next couple of days. We're not getting so cold just yet, though. If you do have any outdoor plans for your Martin Luther King Day, I'll detail your forecast. After that, we are talking about those temperatures dropping down and conditions drying out even further. We'll detail all of that coming up after the break.